Hey, my fabulous people. Welcome to another video with your fabulous philosopher, Marcin Nyanga. And today we're going to be talking about the power of your thoughts. So, basically, manifestations and all that. But what I just, in basic, simple terms, call your normal day to day thinking, how you talk to yourself. And the one thing I've always known is that you spend 99% of your time with yourself. You're literally stuck in your own mind. So if you don't like how you talk to yourself, if you don't like the environment in your mind, then the world becomes 10 times harder than it should be. So basically today's video is just to remind us that you control your thoughts. You literally have so much power over how you talk to yourself, how you react to outside events, yeah, by just controlling internally how you think every day, and how you talk to yourself, how you interact with yourself. So to start us off is a quote by Marcus Aurelius, which is, "You have power over your mind and not outside events. The moment you realize this, you will find strength." So anything can happen around you. This world is crazy. Like, you can never predict what will happen. But the only thing you can predict is how you'll react. That is the only thing you can control. So if you train your mind, to always think positive, to always see options, to always see possibilities, then when something happens, that is what it will do. It will come up with solutions for you. It will come up with, positive what phrases, like it'll just guide you through the situation by reminding you that you will be okay, because you always talk to yourself like in a positive way. You always say that no matter what happens, you will pick yourself up and dust yourself off, and you will be okay. So just train your mind to always see the positive in any situation. Outside events are really not in our control. So the more you make your mind realize that the only thing it can control is itself, that you know that it is strong enough and it will bear through anything. Okay, the second point is, be true to yourself and control your own thoughts. So most of us, our thoughts are not really ours. Yeah, we have parents' influence, we have sibling influence, teachers, pastors, society, social media. So most of our thoughts are not really ours. So if you sit down and actually ask yourself, what do you believe in, and you know, how is your thought process like? Why do you think like this? Just find out the root cause. And as much as it can't be 100% your own, nothing is new under the sun, analyze what people tell you and come up with your own conclusion from what you believe and what your principles are. um Not everything is black and white, and not everything people tell you is wrong, not everything people tell you is right, but you should be able to have your own standpoint at the end of the day. So how do you put your thoughts together after you've taken advice from someone, after you've listened to people's point of view? You'll have to now sit down and think and actually come up with your own conclusion. That's why people don't like thinking. It's easier to just, take advice from the internet. It's easier to take advice from your best friend and just run with it. But you really have to, gather information and then analyze it, decipher it, and come up with your own thought process, your own conclusion. And then from there, make a decision, and life goes on. It's won't be the perfect decision, it won't be the worst decision, but at least it'll be your decision. So just be true to yourself, as my favorite Shakespeare always says. Above all, be true to yourself. For the third point, be open minded. We are all sometimes so stuck in a thought, or stuck in a belief or a conviction that this is how the world should look like, this is how you know um, the pattern of life should go, this is how my life should be like, this is how, which is okay. It's good to have a plan, it's good to have a vision, but be open-minded with your thoughts. Yeah, if someone comes with a different point of view, give them a chance. Listen to them, listen to their side of the story or their side of, how they see things. You never know what you learn. You'll never know, how you'll be able to improve yourself or your own thought process. So just be open-minded to other people's power of thought, because just the way your own thought process gets you by, every day through the hurdles, so does someone else's. So respect other people's thought process, and just be open to the fact that you don't know everything. We don't know everything. None of us know anything actually. So yeah, be open minded to other people's advice, other people's take on a situation, as much as at the end of the day you do stick to your own, resolution. Don't be afraid to change how you think, how you see things, because we all need to learn and grow at the end of the day. And by being open minded, I genuinely think that is it's a way. Um, Analyze every thought presented to you. This is even your own, basically your own thoughts. Yeah. I believe it's emotions that come first, and then you start thinking. Either you get angry and then the thought process jumps out of the window and you act on your anger. So you go directly from emotion to action without actually, giving some time for thinking. So basically, this point is analyze the emotion first and then find a way to put a thought to it. Like, why am I angry, Or why am I sad? Why am I afraid? Why am I jealous? Find a thought, put a thought to the emotion. Yeah, give the emotion a name. Give it an actual thought process. I'm angry because of ABCD. I'm scared because of ABCD. I'm jealous because of ABCD. And once you put a thought process behind an emotion, then your reaction has more power because it has some thought to it. So you will react, maybe in a less aggressive way if it comes to anger. If it comes to jealousy, you'll be able to maybe ask this person, how do you do this? And how can I, improve to be on your level? If it's fear, you'll be able to find out why you're afraid of such and such, a person, an action, whatever it is. So basically, when you feel an emotion, this is where actually giving power to your thoughts becomes very important, because I believe that every emotion, once thought about, is acted upon in a more rational way. So it becomes maybe a balance of emotions and rationality, because life can't be all rational, it can be all thought. Actually, all thoughts can come from an emotion. So the thought becomes the rational part of this full-fledged emotion, and then it becomes a balanced reaction. So you're able to get, better reactions out of yourself. You can be able to actually say, that was an action I thought about, and it wasn't impulse. And impulse is allowed. We're all human at the end of the day. No one should ever judge you or condemn you for, waking up and throwing a glass of wine at someone. It happens. But yeah, so my point is, we can all just be a better version of ourselves. And I feel like it really starts from our internal thought process. Just simply how you talk to yourself, how you analyze your emotions and think about them further. Um, how you give yourself that I am in charge of my thoughts, and no matter what advice or what I've heard, then I can still be able to make, a self-made decision. So yeah, basically that was it for today. I'll end it with another Marcus Aurelius quote, which is very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Yeah, so live happily and think happy thoughts. Bye guys.